Hey everyone, today I'm gonna do just like the quickest video ever on the butterfly room update and why I'm taking it down. And I feel bad because I didn't even really get to show you when it was at its prime, but this is kind of what we're at right now. And I kind of just want to show you guys why we're taking it down. But just before I get in there, you can kind of see with all the rain we have plus the automatic watering system, things in the yard are getting crazy full, and I've been working too much and I haven't been able to cut it back as much as I want. So like even this one here is just like giant. And this was supposed to be my butterfly room. It was, as of today, we're coming up closer to the end of July. I can successfully say that I've raised 40 healthy butterfly monarchs and released them out into the world, and so I feel pretty good about that. But I just kind of want to show you what it looks like because number one, it's not even August and we've had two, not hurricane scares, but tropical storm sightings, if you will. So this structure is not sound. It's not meant to be in any weather. And you can even see, like, I had tied it because it's so flimsy because it's a pop-up tent, you know, like it's nothing crazy. And like, I mean, look at it. It's a big screen thing essentially. So which, you know, brings me to my next not problem but point. Because it's like a plastic bottom, obviously water pools up in it, and I actually had like stabbed, you can't see it now. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, there's a lot of wetness underneath here. I stabbed holes in here to help the water drain, and it did, but it's causing growth, I'm sure, underneath it. But when I had my table out here, my big fold up like plastic table, it was really hard to manage because of all the poop, and then the plants were in planters and not like these things. So I put these out here, but I put them out too late and they either got bugs on them really quickly or they haven't really grown super quick, even though I've been watering them and trying to take care of them. Like these like little guys took all over them. These were all seedlings that I had raised, and you know, I'm gonna be honest, this is my first time doing butterflies, let alone raising milkweed. So a lot of learning going on this year. So the seedlings didn't exactly get off to a good start. This guy here that I had planted is doing good. It's a little overgrown, but it was doing good. And the reason I put this in here is because if something hatched in here, I didn't want to let it not have food and nectar while I was at work and I couldn't release them or something, or if there was bad storms, I wanted them to have a safe space. So this stuff did good. The rest of the stuff, I don't know, maybe debatable. I think it's honestly just so hot here, even with all the water and everything in the world. It's just, you know, it was rough. And then, which brings me to my next point, kind of talking about the first one, kind of not. It's hurricane season, right? So like this type of cover isn't gonna work. And originally I had made this hole here, and that was fine, except for when there would be a Florida thunderstorm, this would like really seep in here, and the plastic or the wiring was all bending, and I was really like, I would have to come out and like push the water out, and you know. So then I tried to make another hole here, but my scissors were apparently not sharp enough or something went wrong, and then it created a grip. And then 1 or 2 days later a storm came through, and obviously nature took its course, so there's just like this big thing in here. So you know, we're getting close to peak hurricane season here. Things are not growing as well as I'd hoped they would. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm so glad I did this, but at the end of the day, I have to start working on getting the yard ready a little bit at a time, as we get closer to peak hurricane season, because, you know, these storms come out of nowhere sometimes, and this is going to take me a little while to break down. I'm going to try to dump out the dirt and just, I don't know, fix, you know, the area or whatever we're gonna do. So learning points for next year, and anybody who was thinking about using a pop-up room, these are called pop-up rooms, and I can put links below if anybody wants the details. I mean, I just got it on Amazon. It was like 115 bucks or something. So had I known what I was doing, this would have been really good. I like the idea of this room, and I'm probably going to try something like it again next year, maybe something a little sturdier. But for my first year of raising butterflies and the monarchs, I think this was a great first step. And I'm going to go back inside soon here because I'm getting bit like crazy, but it keeps so many of the predators out for the most part. So that was great. It contained the butterflies in a safe space in case it was like this and cloudy. You know, if I couldn't release them that day, they had a safe habitat that they could stay in. So there are definitely pros to it. I just, you know, for me, the momentum, I needed to get it established versus the time of the year and all that stuff. I think I just missed the window a little bit. So I'm going to try and do this a little bit sooner next year, or figure out what I'm going to do. But I just wanted to show you guys what it's at now. I'm going to take it down probably here in the next couple weeks before we get too far into peak hurricane season here. But for anybody who has some room in their yard and doesn't want to deal with some of the like the pop-up stuff, like the smaller cubes, because, you know, a big thing for me was like, I don't know if I can change out all the food in the tubes. Like I tried the tubes, I tried the pop-up thing, and honestly that's just a lot of work, a lot of time consuming. So my goal was to have all of these city pickers with established milkweed and, you know, plants that the different milkweed variety that they could eat, and that way they could just kind of roam, you know. If they pooped in the box, it doesn't matter because it's going into soil, it's going into the nutrients, so it didn't really matter. So next year is gonna go better. I don't know how we're gonna do next year, but we're gonna do something, maybe the same thing, maybe something different. But I just want to show you guys this quick update before it goes down. I hope you guys have learned something about raising monarchs with some of the setup that I've shown. I'll definitely keep showing videos and updates as I've got more caterpillar updates. I'm working on taking care of some of my very first swallowtail butterfly caterpillars, or I'm pretty sure they're swallowtails. I'll let you know when they hatch. I'm trying a different setup there, so I'll let you know how that goes. But yep, my butterfly room 2019 before it comes down. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching.